There are so many beautiful things on the planet, gorgeous landscapes, a wide range of animals and plants. Nature is so rich that one life is not enough to make the most of it. But this gorgeous nature is in danger. The world's population of 7 billion people is changing everything. Since industrialization started, humans have been creating more and more products to make their life easier. But that wellness has a price. The pollution has become a serious matter, causing the rise of oceans, global warming, animal extinction, and ozone depletion. Everybody is aware of it. Everybody talks about it. But are young people really concerned about these issues?
I believe that it's quite obvious that environment and climate is quite changing.
I don't do everything I could just because it can be uncomfortable than going on with my everyday life, and I think it's necessary to make an effort to improve on it and protect the environment better this way.
I think environmental issues are getting more and more important with the topic of global warming, you know. People actually see that something is wrong with the environment, so I guess they realize that it's getting more and more important.
Try to be concerned, but I think that everybody should be concerned about the environment because it's something that everyone has to do.
I'm also concerned because all the generation have exploited the environment and the future is unknown, so there is a danger that there will be no organic food for future generations, so for my children or children of my children. So yes, I am.
As part of the European Union, young people already have to follow some rules established by the European institutions. In the actual crisis, people are more focused on economic problems than environmental ones, and it is easy to forget that the European Union has some of the world's highest environmental standards which have been developed over decades. The environmental policy helps to protect Europe's natural heritage, encourages business to green the EU economy, and safeguards the well-being of people. But how is it really working in each country?
In Belgium, you have to give money to the government if you make a mistake while we are recycling waste, and the government also give us money to buy ecological products.
In Poland, it's now we are starting thinking about it. It's not so widespread thinking about environment. There's no political, discussion on it as far. And I think that we are on the start, yeah.
In Spain, for example, I think that most common thing we do is recycling, to separate into organic plastics and cartoon and paper.
It's getting better and better with recycling. I feel like we have, 10 or 12 years ago, we didn't even have separate trash bins, and now you can basically in every even little village you can recycle.
Energy is quite a big topic these days in Czech Republic because there is a question now whether we should invest to new blocks of new nuclear plant or not, because this is quite a significant investment to the national budget, and you cannot actually predict how the energy will cost in 30-50 years.
Rules have been written, fines have been used, but the problem is not going to disappear by itself. Political actions are not enough. The mentality of people has to change. The protection of the environment is a global issue. And as individuals, we sometimes forget that we also have to be involved in it. Paying taxes to save the planet is not enough anymore. So, what can we each do to improve the situation?
I cycle, so I don't have a driving license, but I think I would cycle even then. I also recycle a lot, so at home I recycle plastic bottles, etc. And I also reuse, so If I buy, for example, yogurt in a big pot, then I will not throw away this pot, but I will wash it and I use it in my garden. So I have my own garden when I grow tomatoes and cucumbers. It's not a lot, but feels like it gives a chance for insects to find a new home.
I recycle and I'm trying not to waste the drinking water. So when I brush my teeth, I don't leave the tap water just flowing. I also try not to throw away things on the street. I'm trying to act responsible when it comes to nature.
I commute by bike, for example, to school, to work. I prefer organic and natural food, and I recycle also.
I try to get the bike just because I live in a small city, so I can go biking or walking to most places, and I separate the rubbish.
I try to buy glasses bottle instead of plastic bottle, and I try to use less my car and to take the bus instead. But I try to buy a product with ecological label, you know.
I do recycle, especially paper and plastic bottles and stuff. I also live in a village, so when we have some organic stuff, so it is no problem for them because we have a lot of compost and big garden and stuff like that. So we are not also buying some vegetables from supermarket, but we are doing our own. So it is quite good for environment, I think. I also use a lot of bike instead of car, so it's also, I think, pretty well. And I try to not waste stuff like oil or like papers and things like that. So this is what I do for the environment.
There is a huge number of solutions, and each little action has a very important impact. In a world where everything is moving fast, where the economic aspect is taking over other problems, where the natural resources and animals are disappearing, we must remember that life is precious, and we must protect it. Just remember, little solutions make big changes.